Ladies and gentlemen, life is a journey filled with twists, turns, and unexpected challenges. There are times when the road ahead seems dark, and you might wonder if there's a purpose for all the struggles you face. But I want to remind you today there is a plan for your life, a divine blueprint designed specifically for you. Every step you take, every door that opens, and every obstacle you overcome is part of that plan. Life is a complex and winding path, filled with both triumphs and challenges, joy and sorrow. There are moments when everything falls into place effortlessly, and there are times when nothing seems to go right no matter how hard you try. In these moments of uncertainty and doubt, it can be easy to question the purpose behind it all. But the truth is, your journey is not random. It is divinely guided, orchestrated with precision by a force greater than you. Think about the moments in your life when you faced difficulties, times when you didn't know how you would make it through. Yet here you are. You've survived every challenge, every heartache, every obstacle that has come your way. This is not by accident. Every experience, whether good or bad, has been a part of the larger plan that's unfolding in your life. Even in the hardest times when you felt lost, there was a guiding hand steering you toward the place you were meant to be. It's easy to trust the process when everything is going well. When doors open effortlessly and success seems to flow naturally, we feel aligned with our purpose. But what about the moments when those doors close? What about the times when you feel stuck, when nothing seems to work out? It's in these moments that you must hold on to the belief that there is a purpose even in the struggle. The obstacles are not there to defeat you, but to shape you, to prepare you for something greater. The twists and turns on your journey are not detours, but part of the divine blueprint designed for your life. Every experience you go through, whether you understand it at the time or not, is contributing to the person you are becoming. That difficult job, that painful breakup, that moment of failure, they were all essential in teaching you something, in pushing you toward the next step in your journey. The path you're on is not always clear, but it is always purposeful. Even when you can't see the way ahead, know that the road is leading you exactly where you need to go. You might not always understand why things happen the way they do, but that's where faith comes in. Faith is trusting that there is a divine plan for your life, even when you don't have all the answers. It's about believing that the delays, the disappointments, and the setbacks are not random. They are part of the preparation. They are preparing you for what's ahead, for the destiny that has been written just for you. Struggles are an inevitable part of life. We all face moments of hardship, times when it feels like the weight of the world is pressing down on us and the road ahead seems impossible to navigate. In these moments, it's easy to feel defeated, to believe that the pain, the obstacles, and the setbacks will last forever. But the truth is, your struggles are not permanent. They are temporary seasons that serve a purpose far greater than you may realize at the time. When you're in the middle of a storm, it's hard to see beyond the immediate chaos. The pressure, the doubt, the fear, they can cloud your vision and make it difficult to believe that better days are ahead. But just as night gives way to morning, so too will your struggles give way to a brighter, more fulfilling chapter. Every challenge, no matter how overwhelming, has an expiration date. It may not come as quickly as you'd like, but it will come. The difficulties you face today are not meant to last forever. Struggles are like fire, they refine you. Just as gold is purified through intense heat, so too are you being refined through the trials you endure. These difficult moments are shaping you, molding your character, and preparing you for the blessings and opportunities that are waiting on the other side. It's in the struggle that you find your strength. It's in the moments of weakness that you discover how resilient, capable, and courageous you truly are. You may not recognize it now, but the very things you're fighting through are building something within you, something that will serve you well in the future. It's important to remember that struggles don't define you, how you respond to them does. You are not the pain you're experiencing. You are not the mistakes you've made. You are not the challenges that stand in your way. You are far more than your struggles. These moments of hardship are temporary, but the strength, the wisdom, and the growth you gain from them are permanent. They become a part of who you are, equipping you for the journey ahead. When you look back on your life, you'll notice that every challenge you faced ultimately led to something greater. Maybe it pushed you to change directions. Maybe it made you more compassionate or more determined. Maybe it prepared you for an opportunity you never saw coming. Whatever the case, the struggle was not in vain. It served a purpose, and once that purpose was fulfilled, the struggle ended and a new season began. The key is to understand that your struggles are part of a larger process. They are moments of growth, and growth is often uncomfortable. But just as a seed must push through the dirt to reach the light, you too must push through the tough times to reach your full potential. The pain you feel now is temporary, but the strength you gain from enduring it will last a lifetime. Trusting in the process is one of the hardest yet most vital things you can do in life. We live in a world that constantly demands quick results, immediate gratification, and instant success. When things don't go according to our plans or don't happen within the timelines we've set for ourselves, it's easy to get discouraged. But the truth is, life operates on its own schedule, one that we can't always understand in the moment. Learning to trust in the process means accepting that what you're going through right now, even if it's difficult, is necessary for your growth and future success. You see, every journey has stages, and no stage is without purpose. Just like a tree takes time to grow strong roots before it can stand tall, you also need time to build a solid foundation. That foundation often takes the form of setbacks, challenges, and times of waiting. These moments may feel frustrating, but they're essential. Without them, you wouldn't be equipped for the larger opportunities that are coming your way. The process is where you're tested, where you're refined, and where you develop the resilience and strength you'll need for what lies ahead. It's easy to trust when things are going smoothly, when doors are opening and opportunities are falling into place. But trusting in the process is most important when things aren't going your way. When you're faced with obstacles, delays, or unexpected detours, that's when trust is truly tested. In those moments, you have to believe that there is a reason for the delay, that there is a purpose behind the detour. What you may see as a setback could actually be a setup for something far greater than you originally envisioned. The process is not always comfortable, but it is always purposeful. Think about the times in your life when you didn't get what you wanted right away. Maybe you faced rejection, or maybe you had to wait longer than you expected for an opportunity to come your way. At the time, it might have felt like the world was against you. But looking back, you probably realized that the timing was perfect, that the delay wasn't a denial, but rather a preparation period. The process is where you gain the skills, the insights, and the maturity needed to handle the blessings that are meant for you. Without it, you might not be ready for the very thing you're waiting for. Trusting the process also means accepting that you don't always need to know the how, or when you won't always understand why things are happening the way they are. And that's okay. What matters is that you remain faithful to the journey, confident that each step, each challenge is part of a larger plan that is working in your favor. Sometimes the process requires patience. Other times it requires perseverance. But always it requires trust. It's not about controlling every outcome. It's about embracing the uncertainty and knowing that in the end, everything will unfold as it should. In the process, you may encounter failure, but that failure isn't the end of your story. It's merely a chapter that teaches you invaluable lessons. It's shaping you, not stopping you. Trusting the process means realizing that failure is not final. It's part of the experience that molds you into the person you need to become to fulfill your purpose. Each misstep, each wrong turn, each closed door is directing you toward the right path. Trusting the process is about having faith that even in the darkest moments, you're still moving forward. Patience is another vital component of trusting the process. Sometimes things take longer than expected, and that waiting period can be incredibly difficult. But the waiting is not wasted time. It's in the waiting that you often discover what you're truly made of. It's in the waiting that you develop the patience, endurance, and wisdom that will serve you in the future. Trusting the process means believing that everything is happening in its own time, and that time is perfect, even if it doesn't align with your personal timeline. When you trust the process, you learn to let go of the need to force things to happen. You allow life to unfold naturally, without resistance. You begin to understand that what is meant for you will never pass you by, and that the journey you're on is guiding you exactly where you need to be. It's not about rushing to the finish line. It's about appreciating the journey itself, knowing that every twist, every turn, and every obstacle is serving a higher purpose. Setbacks are an inevitable part of life. No matter how well we plan or how hard we work, there will always be moments when things don't go our way. We experience failure, rejection, disappointment, times when it feels like the very ground beneath us has shifted. These moments can be incredibly painful, often leaving us questioning ourselves, our abilities, and even our purpose. But what if I told you that these setbacks, as painful as they may be, are not the end of your story? In fact, they are often the very catalyst for your greatest comebacks. A setback can feel like hitting a wall, but in reality, it's more like a pause, a moment that allows you to regroup, reflect, and recalibrate. It's during these times of pause that you often gain clarity. You begin to see things you might not have noticed before, and you discover strengths you didn't know you had. Setbacks force you to reassess your approach, to dig deeper, and to tap into your true potential. It may not feel like it in the moment, but that detour, that roadblock, is often preparing you for something much greater. One of the most important lessons that setbacks teach us is resilience. When everything is going smoothly, we don't really get the chance to test our strength or endurance. It's easy to move forward when the path is clear and free of obstacles. But true growth happens in the moments when we face difficulty, when things fall apart and we have to find the courage to pick ourselves up again. It's in those moments that you build resilience, the ability to bounce back stronger than before. Setbacks may slow you down, but they don't stop you. In fact, they often propel you forward with even more determination. Setbacks also serve as powerful teachers. They provide lessons that success often can't. When you experience a setback, you're given the opportunity to learn from it. Maybe you learn what didn't work, and now you can adjust your strategy. Maybe you learn something about yourself, how much you're capable of enduring, how creative you can be in finding solutions, or how much grit you have when the odds are stacked against you. Every setback is a chance to grow. And with growth comes the ability to make an even stronger comeback. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned, but it's important to remember that a setback is not a permanent state. It's a temporary pause in your journey. Sometimes you need to take a step back in order to move forward with even greater momentum. Picture a bow and arrow. The arrow has to be pulled back before it can be launched forward with force. The same applies to your life. The setback is the pullback, but the comeback is the launch, the moment when everything you've learned, every ounce of strength you gain, pushes you toward your goal with even more power and precision. Many of the world's most successful people have experienced significant setbacks before achieving their greatest triumphs. In fact, their comebacks were often made possible because of the very setbacks they endured. When you face a setback, you're given a choice. You can either let it define you and hold you back, or you can use it as fuel to come back stronger. It's the mindset you adopt during the setback that determines the strength of your comeback. Setbacks often open doors to new opportunities. When one door closes, another opens, but it's only through the setback that you're able to see that new door. Sometimes life has a way of redirecting you to something even better than what you had originally planned. What may seem like a failure in the moment could actually be a course correction, leading you to a path that's even more aligned with your purpose. It's in the setback that you often discover a new direction, a new vision, or a new way forward that you hadn't considered before. And let's not forget the impact setbacks have on your mindset. They challenge you to dig deep, to push through adversity, and to develop a level of mental toughness that only comes from overcoming obstacles. Setbacks build character, and they strengthen your resolve. When you've been knocked down and found a way to get back up, you develop a sense of inner strength that no one can take from you. This inner strength becomes the foundation for your comeback. It's what allows you to keep moving forward, no matter how many times life tries to knock you down. Setbacks also teach you to be patient and to trust the timing of your journey. We often want things to happen on our schedule, but life has its own timing. Setbacks remind us that sometimes delays are necessary. They give you the time to develop the skills, the knowledge, and the maturity needed for the next phase of your journey. Instead of rushing ahead, the setback allows you to pause, regroup, and move forward with even greater wisdom and clarity. Lastly, setbacks remind us that success is not a straight line. The road to success is filled with twists, turns, and detours. But each setback is simply a part of the process, a stepping stone on the way to something greater. When you embrace the setbacks and see them for what they truly are, setups for your comeback, you shift your perspective. You no longer view challenges as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities to grow, learn, and ultimately succeed. In the grand scheme of life, setbacks are just moments in time. They are temporary, but the strength, resilience, and determination they build within you are lasting. And when the comeback comes, it will be even sweeter because of the struggles you overcame to get there. There are moments in life when everything seems to go against you. The road ahead looks long, the challenges seem insurmountable, and every effort you make feels like it's going unnoticed or unappreciated. In these moments, the temptation to give up can feel overwhelming. You may feel exhausted, worn down by the struggle, and wonder if continuing is even worth it. But no matter how tough it gets, no matter how many setbacks you face, the most important thing you can do is keep going. Don't give up. The journey toward success, toward achieving your goals and dreams, is never a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and unexpected obstacles. You might encounter failure, rejection, or loss along the way, but those are not reasons to stop. They are simply part of the process. The road to anything worthwhile is often difficult, but that difficulty is what makes the destination so rewarding. Every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goal. Even when it feels like you're not making progress, trust that you are moving forward. Giving up guarantees that you'll never reach the finish line. It closes the door on any possibility of success. But by choosing to keep going, even when it's hard, you leave the door open for something better to happen. The breakthrough you've been waiting for could be just around the corner, and you would never know it if you gave up. Persistence is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. It's not about how fast you reach your goal, but about the fact that you continue to move toward it, even when the odds are against you. When you feel like giving up, remember why you started in the first place. What was the dream, the vision, or the purpose that set you on this path? Hold on to that motivation and let it carry you through the difficult times. You didn't come this far to stop now. Every moment of struggle is a testament to your resilience and determination. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you have what it takes to overcome it. The strength to keep going is already within you. You just have to tap into it. The truth is, anything worth having requires effort. It requires sacrifice, perseverance, and sometimes pain. But the pain of continuing is far less than the pain of regret. Imagine looking back on your life and wondering what could have been if you had just held on a little longer. Imagine all the opportunities missed, all the success that never came, simply because you chose to give up too soon. Don't let that be your story. The pain you feel now is temporary, but the satisfaction of knowing you didn't quit, even when it was hard, will last a lifetime. Obstacles are not meant to break you, they are meant to build you. Every time you push through a challenge, you become stronger, wiser, and more capable. The very things that seem to be working against you are actually preparing you for the next level of success. When you look back on your journey, you'll realize that the moments you wanted to give up were the moments that shaped you the most. They were the moments that forced you to dig deep and find strength you didn't know you had. And because you didn't give up, you'll emerge on the other side better than before. Life is full of ups and downs, but the key is to keep moving through the downs. The valley may seem long and dark, but the mountaintop is still ahead. Sometimes progress is slow and the rewards are delayed, but that doesn't mean they aren't coming. The process takes time and growth doesn't happen overnight. But every day that you choose not to give up is a day closer to your victory. Success is built one day, one decision, and one action at a time. Even if it's just one small step, it's still progress, and that's what matters. You have to believe in yourself, even when no one else does. There will be times when others doubt your ability, when circumstances make it seem impossible, and when the road feels too lonely. But you must keep the faith. Trust that you have the power to overcome, that your efforts will pay off, and that the challenges you face now are only temporary. The people who achieve greatness are the ones who refuse to quit, even when the world tells them they should. They are the ones who believe in their vision, even when it seems out of reach. Don't give up, because the world needs what you have to offer. Your unique gifts, talents, and contributions are important. You were put on this earth for a reason, and giving up would mean depriving the world of what only you can bring. There is someone out there who needs your story, your perseverance, and your example to keep going in their own life. By continuing to move forward, you not only achieve your own goals, but you inspire others to do the same. Finally, remember that setbacks are part of the journey, not the end of it. Just because things aren't going according to plan right now doesn't mean they never will. The greatest success stories are filled with moments of failure, disappointment, and doubt. But those moments didn't stop the people who achieved greatness, they fueled them. They used every setback as a stepping stone to something better. You can do the same. The road may be tough, but you are tougher. Keep going, because your comeback is on the way. Life often presents us with moments of uncertainty, challenges, and obstacles that seem impossible to overcome. In these moments, it can be easy to lose sight of the bigger picture and become overwhelmed by the difficulties at hand. But keeping faith in the bigger picture is crucial. It's about trusting that there is a greater plan at work, even when you can't see it. It's about believing that your life has meaning and purpose beyond the immediate struggles, and that everything you are going through is part of a larger journey. When you're in the middle of a storm, it's hard to see past the clouds. All you can focus on is the rain, the wind, the chaos around you. But if you zoom out, if you rise above the storm and look at it from a higher perspective, you begin to see that the storm is only temporary. It's part of a much larger weather system. And eventually the skies will clear. The same is true in life. When you focus only on your current struggles, it can feel overwhelming, but when you keep faith in the bigger picture, you realize that this moment is just one chapter in a much larger story. Faith is believing that the journey you are on is leading you somewhere, even if you don't know exactly where. It's trusting that every step, every experience, and every challenge is part of the process of growth and transformation. You may not understand why certain things are happening right now, but keeping faith means knowing that in time, everything will make sense. There's a bigger purpose behind your struggles, a reason for every detour and delay. And though it may not be clear in the moment, eventually it will all come together. Sometimes life doesn't go according to plan. You have dreams, goals, and aspirations, but things don't unfold the way you expected. Maybe you face setbacks, or the path you thought would lead to success seems blocked. It's in these moments that your faith in the bigger picture is truly tested. It's easy to believe when everything is going well, but when life throws obstacles in your way, that's when you need to hold on to your faith the most. You have to trust that the delays and detours are not the end of the road, but part of a greater plan that you can't yet see. Keeping faith in the bigger picture also means accepting that you won't always have all the answers. Sometimes you have to walk by faith and not by sight. You have to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. You have to believe that the work you are putting in, the sacrifices you are making, and the challenges you are facing are all leading you towards something greater. It's about having confidence that your efforts will be rewarded, even if the results aren't visible yet. The bigger picture often includes things that we can't understand from our limited perspective. It's like looking at a puzzle with only a few pieces in place. From that vantage point, the image doesn't make sense. It's incomplete, fragmented. But when all the pieces are put together, you finally see the full picture, and everything that seemed confusing or disjointed suddenly makes sense. Life works the same way. You may not see how your current challenges fit into the bigger picture, but trust that in time, all the pieces will come together. Faith in the bigger picture is about believing that your story is still unfolding. The chapter you're in right now might be difficult, but it's not the final chapter. There's more to come, more growth, more opportunities, more breakthroughs. Your current circumstances don't define your future. And just because things are hard right now doesn't mean they will always be this way. Keeping faith means trusting that there is a greater plan for your life, one that includes not only the struggles, but also the victories that are yet to come. When you keep faith in the bigger picture, you allow yourself to rise above the day-to-day challenges and see life from a higher perspective. You begin to understand that the difficulties you face are temporary, and they are shaping you into the person you need to be for the next phase of your journey. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and every setback is preparing you for a greater comeback. The bigger picture includes not just the struggles, but the triumphs that follow. Faith in the bigger picture also gives you the strength to persevere when times are tough. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned, but when you believe in the bigger picture, you can keep going even in the face of adversity. You understand that the challenges are not a sign of failure, but a necessary part of the process. They are shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what's to come. When you keep faith, you don't give up at the first sign of difficulty. Instead, you press on, knowing that there is something greater waiting for you on the other side. Another key aspect of keeping faith in the bigger picture is learning to let go of the need for control. So often we want to control every aspect of our lives to make sure that everything goes according to our plans. But the truth is, we can't control everything. There will be times when life takes unexpected turns, when things don't go the way we thought they would. In those moments, keeping faith means surrendering the need for control and trusting that there is a higher plan at work. It's about letting go and allowing life to unfold in its own time, knowing that everything is happening for a reason, even if we can't see it yet. Finally, keeping faith in the bigger picture requires patience. We live in a world that values instant results, but the most meaningful things in life often take time. Growth, success, and fulfillment don't happen overnight. They require persistence, perseverance, and above all, patience. When you keep faith in the bigger picture, you understand that good things take time. You don't rush the process or get discouraged by delays. Instead, you trust that everything is unfolding as it should, and in time, the bigger picture will reveal itself. Faith in the bigger picture gives you the courage to keep going, the strength to endure, and the peace to let go of what you can't control. It reminds you that your story is still being written, and though you may not know how it ends, you can trust that it will be a story of growth, transformation, and ultimately triumph. When faced with problems, it's easy to become overwhelmed by their magnitude. Challenges, difficulties, and setbacks can often feel all-consuming, as if they are the only things defining your existence. They can make you question your abilities, your worth, and even your purpose. Yet, amidst all these trials, it's essential to remember that your purpose is greater than any problem you encounter. Your purpose transcends the challenges you face and provides a deeper sense of meaning and direction that can help you navigate through even the toughest times. Your purpose is the core reason why you exist, the driving force behind your actions, decisions, and aspirations. It's what gives your life meaning and direction. When you have a clear sense of purpose, you are guided by a vision that is larger than your individual struggles. This purpose serves as a compass, helping you stay focused and motivated, even when problems seem insurmountable. It reminds you that there is a greater plan at work, and that your difficulties are merely stepping stones on the path to fulfilling that purpose. Problems, by their very nature, can feel overwhelming. They can cloud your vision, weigh heavily on your mind, and create a sense of despair. However, when you recognize that your purpose is greater than these problems, you gain perspective. You understand that while problems may be significant, they do not define you or your journey. They are temporary obstacles that do not diminish the value or importance of your greater purpose. This perspective helps you maintain hope and resilience, knowing that the challenges you face are just a part of the process, not the whole story. When you are driven by purpose, you approach problems with a different mindset. Instead of viewing them as insurmountable barriers, you see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Problems become less daunting when you understand that they are integral to your journey toward fulfilling your purpose. They challenge you to develop new skills, gain new insights, and build character. By facing these challenges head-on, you grow stronger and more capable, bringing you closer to realizing your purpose. Having a sense of purpose also provides a source of strength during difficult times. When problems arise, it's easy to become discouraged and lose motivation. However, when you are connected to a purpose greater than your problems, you have a reservoir of strength to draw upon. This purpose fuels your determination, drives you to keep going, and helps you persevere through adversity. By keeping your focus on your purpose, you are less likely to be derailed by temporary setbacks and more likely to stay on course toward achieving your goals. Understanding that your purpose is greater than your problems also means recognizing that every problem has a solution. Challenges and difficulties are not permanent fixtures in your life, they are transient and can be overcome. Your purpose gives you the clarity to see solutions, the creativity to find them, and the resilience to implement them. It empowers you to tackle problems with a problem-solving mindset, knowing that each solution brings you one step closer to fulfilling your purpose. Moreover, knowing that your purpose is greater than your problems helps you maintain a sense of perspective. It reminds you that while problems can be significant, they are just a small part of your overall journey. Your purpose encompasses a broader vision of your life and its impact, providing a sense of meaning that outweighs the difficulties you encounter. This perspective helps you remain focused on what truly matters and not be overwhelmed by the challenges that arise along the way. When you align yourself with a purpose greater than your problems, you cultivate resilience and perseverance. You develop the ability to bounce back from setbacks and continue moving forward, even when the going gets tough. This resilience is fueled by your connection to your purpose, which helps you stay committed and motivated no matter what obstacles you face. Your purpose acts as a source of strength and encouragement, helping you navigate through difficulties with a positive and determined mindset. In addition, knowing that your purpose is greater than your problems allows you to maintain a sense of gratitude and appreciation. Despite the challenges you face, you can remain grateful for the opportunity to pursue your purpose and make a meaningful impact. This sense of gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack or what's going wrong to what you have and what you are working toward. It enhances your overall well-being and helps you approach problems with a more positive and constructive attitude. Finally, embracing the idea that your purpose is greater than your problems enables you to inspire and uplift others. When you face challenges with grace and determination, you set an example for others who may be struggling with their own problems. Your resilience and commitment to your purpose serve as a source of inspiration, demonstrating that it is possible to overcome difficulties and stay true to one's vision. By sharing your journey and the lessons you've learned, you empower others to persevere through their own challenges and pursue their own purposes with renewed confidence. In essence, keeping in mind that your purpose is greater than your problems helps you navigate through life's challenges with a sense of clarity, strength, and resilience. It provides a guiding light that illuminates your path, even in the darkest times, and reminds you that your struggles are merely a part of a much larger and more meaningful journey. In the journey of life, we often find ourselves in situations where progress seems slow and answers to our prayers appear elusive. During these times, it's easy to become discouraged and question whether our efforts are making a difference. But even when we can't see it or feel it, it is crucial to remember that God is working behind the scenes. This unseen work is the divine orchestration of events, circumstances, and opportunities that are aligning to bring about a greater plan for our lives. God's work behind the scenes is like a masterful artist creating a masterpiece. We may only see a small portion of the canvas at any given time, with many details hidden from view. But every stroke of the brush, every choice of color, and every detail contributes to the overall picture. Similarly, God's interventions in our lives may not always be visible or understandable in the moment, but each part of the process is contributing to a grander design. Sometimes the process can be difficult and confusing. We might face setbacks, delays, and obstacles that make us question whether anything is happening at all. Yet, it's precisely during these times that God's work is often most significant. While we might be focused on the immediate difficulties, God is working to align circumstances, open doors, and prepare us for what's to come. This behind-the-scenes activity is shaping our journey in ways we might not fully grasp until later. The notion that God is working behind the scenes also brings comfort and reassurance. It means that even when things seem chaotic or out of control, there is a divine plan at work. This belief allows us to relinquish the need to control every outcome and instead trust that a higher power is guiding us. It's a reminder that we are not alone in our struggles. Rather, there is a greater force working to bring about good, even if we can't see it yet. Moreover, God's work behind the scenes is often about preparation. Just as a gardener prepares the soil before planting seeds, God prepares us for the future. This preparation can take many forms, including personal growth, character development, and gaining new perspectives. These unseen efforts are making us ready for the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead. What might seem like delays or frustrations are often part of a larger plan to equip us with the strength and wisdom needed for the next stage of our journey. It's important to recognize that God's timing is different from our own. We may have our own schedules and expectations, but God's timing is perfect. The behind-the-scenes work is done according to a plan that encompasses our entire lives, and it often unfolds in ways that we might not immediately understand. Patience becomes essential as we wait for the manifestation of this divine plan. Trusting in God's timing helps us remain hopeful and steadfast, knowing that everything is working together for our good. Understanding that God is working behind the scenes also encourages us to stay faithful and persistent. Even when we cannot see the fruits of our labor or the results of our efforts, it's essential to continue moving forward with faith. This belief in the unseen work empowers us to keep going, even when the journey seems long and arduous. It reminds us that our efforts are not in vain, and that each step we take is part of a larger, meaningful process. God's work behind the scenes also involves the orchestration of people and events that we might not be aware of. Often the connections we make, the opportunities that arise, and the encounters we experience are all part of a divine arrangement. These connections and events are carefully timed and placed to support our journey and bring us closer to fulfilling our purpose. We might not always recognize these divine interventions, but they play a crucial role in shaping our path and guiding us toward our goals. Sometimes the behind-the-scenes work is about healing and transformation. During periods of difficulty, we may be undergoing a process of inner healing or personal transformation. This work is not always visible to others, but it is essential for our growth and development. It prepares us to handle future challenges with greater resilience and wisdom. Trusting that God is working on us, even when we don't see immediate changes, helps us stay committed to our personal growth journey. Additionally, the belief that God is working behind the scenes fosters a sense of hope and optimism. When we trust that there is a divine plan at work, we can face challenges with a renewed sense of purpose and possibility. This hope fuels our perseverance and helps us maintain a positive outlook, even in the face of adversity. It assures us that our efforts are part of a larger plan and that we are moving towards something greater, even if the path is not always clear. Finally, recognizing that God is working behind the scenes allows us to cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude. When we acknowledge the unseen work that is being done on our behalf, we develop a greater appreciation for the ways in which our lives are being guided and supported. This gratitude enhances our overall sense of well-being and reinforces our faith in the divine plan. It helps us stay grounded and focused on the positive aspects of our journey, even amidst the challenges. In essence, believing that God is working behind the scenes provides a sense of reassurance, perspective, and hope. It reminds us that our journey is part of a larger divine plan and that every challenge and delay is contributing to a greater purpose. This belief empowers us to stay faithful, persistent, and optimistic, knowing that even when we cannot see the path, we are being guided and supported in ways we might not fully understand. In the course of our lives, we often experience periods of waiting, uncertainty, and longing. We may set goals, pursue dreams, and strive for achievements, but it can be disheartening when progress seems slow or when what we desire feels just out of reach. In these moments, it is essential to remember that what's meant for you will come. This principle is rooted in the belief that there is a natural order and timing to the events in our lives, and that what is truly meant for us will eventually find its way to us. The idea that what's meant for you will come is grounded in the concept of divine timing. Life is not just a series of random events, but a carefully orchestrated journey where everything unfolds in its own time. Each experience, each encounter, and each opportunity is part of a greater plan. While we may not always understand why things happen when they do, trusting in divine timing helps us remain patient and hopeful. It reassures us that our efforts are not in vain and that the right opportunities will present themselves at the right time. Sometimes the path to what is meant for us involves overcoming obstacles and enduring challenges. These difficulties are not signs that we should give up, but rather part of the process of preparation and growth. The struggles we face are often opportunities for personal development, helping us build the resilient skills and character needed to fully embrace what's meant for us. Each challenge we encounter is shaping us for the future and preparing us to receive the blessings that are on their way. It's important to recognize that what's meant for us may not always align with our initial expectations or desires. Life often surprises us with outcomes that are different from what we envisioned. However, these surprises are not necessarily deviations from our path, but rather indications that there is a larger plan at work. Trusting that what's meant for us will come means being open to the possibility that the final result may be even better than we imagine. It's about accepting that there might be a greater purpose behind the unexpected turns in our journey. Believing that what's meant for you will come also requires letting go of control and embracing trust. We may have our own timelines and plans, but sometimes the best course of action is to release our grip and allow things to unfold naturally. This doesn't mean we stop pursuing our goals or taking action, but rather that we trust the process and remain open to the ways in which our desires may be fulfilled. Letting go of the need to control every outcome helps us maintain a sense of peace and acceptance, even when things don't go according to plan. It's also important to stay focused on the present moment. While it's natural to look forward to future achievements, dwelling too much on what's not yet here can lead to frustration and anxiety. Instead, focusing on the present allows us to fully engage with the opportunities and experiences that are available to us right now. By making the most of the current moment, we set ourselves up for future success and create a positive mindset that attracts what's meant for us. What's meant for you will come also involves recognizing and seizing opportunities when they arise. While divine timing plays a role, it's also crucial to be proactive and ready to act when the right moments present themselves. This means staying alert to signs, being open to new experiences, and being willing to take calculated risks. When we are prepared and attentive, we are more likely to recognize and embrace the opportunities that align with our purpose and desires. Understanding that what's meant for you will come encourages us to cultivate patience and perseverance. The journey to achieving our goals and fulfilling our desires can take time, and there may be periods of waiting and uncertainty. Patience allows us to remain steady and committed to our path, even when progress seems slow. Perseverance helps us continue moving forward despite obstacles and setbacks. Together, these qualities keep us aligned with our purpose and prepared to receive what is meant for us. Finally, embracing the belief that what's meant for you will come fosters a sense of gratitude and contentment. When we trust that our lives are unfolding according to a divine plan, we can appreciate the journey and the lessons it brings. Gratitude helps us recognize the blessings we already have and remain positive about what is yet to come. It shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, enhancing our overall well-being and reinforcing our faith in the process. In summary, the belief that what's meant for you will come provides reassurance, encourages patience, and fosters trust in the natural unfolding of life. It helps us navigate challenges with grace, stay open to unexpected outcomes, and remain proactive in pursuing our goals. By trusting in divine timing and embracing the journey, we align ourselves with the greater plan and prepare ourselves to receive the blessings that are meant for us. In the face of life's trials and tribulations, staying strong and faithful can be a profound source of resilience and inner strength. It involves holding firm to your values and beliefs even when circumstances are challenging, and remaining steadfast in your commitment to your goals and principles. Staying strong is about maintaining your mental and emotional fortitude when confronted with difficulties. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and not every moment will be easy or straightforward. During these times, it's crucial to draw upon your inner strength. This strength comes from understanding your purpose, believing in your capabilities, and being resilient in the face of adversity. It's about standing firm in your convictions and not allowing temporary setbacks to deter you from your path. Being strong doesn't mean you won't experience moments of doubt or weakness. It's natural to feel overwhelmed or discouraged at times. What matters is how you respond to these feelings. True strength lies in acknowledging your vulnerabilities while continuing to move forward. It's about embracing challenges as opportunities for growth and using them to build character and perseverance. By facing difficulties head-on and learning from them, you develop a deeper sense of resilience and fortitude. Staying faithful, on the other hand, is about maintaining your commitment to your beliefs and values regardless of external circumstances. Faithfulness involves a deep sense of trust and dedication to your principles, goals, and higher purpose. It's about staying true to what you believe in, even when it's difficult or when the results are not immediately apparent. This kind of faithfulness requires patience and a long-term perspective, recognizing that the journey toward your goals may be fraught with obstacles, but is ultimately worthwhile. Faithfulness also involves keeping your commitment to others, whether it's in personal relationships, professional endeavors, or community involvement. Staying faithful means honoring your promises and maintaining integrity. It's about being dependable and supportive, even when it's challenging. This unwavering dedication fosters trust and respect, both from others and within yourself, and reinforces the strength of your relationships and your sense of purpose. In times of uncertainty, faith can serve as a powerful anchor. Believing in a higher power, a greater purpose, or the inherent goodness of the universe can provide comfort and guidance. Faith helps you navigate through the unknown with a sense of assurance and hope. It allows you to trust in the process of life and remain optimistic about the future, even when the present moment is difficult. This trust enables you to stay focused on your long-term vision and continue working towards your goals with confidence. Staying strong and faithful also involves self-care and personal growth. It's important to nurture your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. By taking care of yourself, you build a solid foundation of strength that helps you face challenges with greater resilience. Personal growth is an ongoing process, and it's crucial to continually seek ways to improve and develop. This might involve setting new goals, learning new skills, or seeking support from others. Investing in your growth enhances your ability to stay strong and remain faithful to your journey. Building a supportive network is another key aspect of staying strong and faithful. Surrounding yourself with positive influences and people who uplift and encourage you can make a significant difference. Supportive friends, mentors, and communities provide encouragement, perspective, and practical assistance. They help you navigate challenges and stay focused on your goals. By connecting with others who share your values and aspirations, you reinforce your own commitment and draw strength from the collective energy of your support network. Resilience is also an essential component of staying strong and faithful. It involves bouncing back from setbacks and maintaining your course despite difficulties. Resilience is built through experience and perseverance. Each challenge you overcome strengthens your resolve and prepares you for future obstacles. By viewing setbacks as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable barriers, you develop a resilient mindset that supports both your strength and faithfulness. Lastly, staying strong and faithful is about embracing a positive outlook. Maintaining a hopeful and optimistic perspective helps you navigate challenges with a sense of purpose and confidence. It allows you to focus on solutions rather than dwelling on problems and fosters a mindset that sees possibilities rather than limitations. This positivity is not about denying difficulties, but about choosing to focus on the potential for growth and success despite them. In essence, staying strong and faithful is a dynamic process that involves inner fortitude, commitment to your values, and an ongoing dedication to personal growth and resilience. It's about navigating life's challenges with grace, trust, and an unwavering belief in your purpose and potential. By cultivating these qualities, you build a foundation of strength and faithfulness that supports you through both the triumphs and trials of your journey. In conclusion, staying strong and faithful is not just about weathering the storms, but about embracing them as opportunities for growth and transformation. It's about standing tall in the face of adversity, remaining true to your values, and nurturing your inner strength. By cultivating resilience, trusting in your purpose, and fostering a positive outlook, you empower yourself to navigate life's challenges with grace and determination. Remember, the journey will have its ups and downs, but each step you take with unwavering strength and steadfast faith brings you closer to your goals and purpose. As you continue on your path, let your strength be a beacon of hope and your faithfulness a testament to your commitment. Embrace every challenge as a chance to grow and every success as a reminder of your resilience. Stay strong, stay faithful, and trust that with each day, you are moving closer to the fulfillment of your dreams and the realization of your true potential. Your journey is unique, and every experience, whether challenging or triumphant, is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. So hold fast to your values, remain steadfast in your purpose, and keep moving forward with confidence. The best is yet to come.